Hey, we are now seating for 1984. That's theater 1, straight down that hallway for 1984. Have your tickets ready.
A couple of months ago, a fellow film programmer and I, by the name of Dylan Skolnick, were commiserating by phone about a number of things relating to our business and industry. And we both decided that we really wanted to get more involved in making our cinemas vehicles and conduits for community discussion.
We were approached by Dylan Skolnick, who had this idea to do a simultaneous screening of 1984 on April 4th, which is the day that Winston Smith begins his illegal diary in the book. And it was something that immediately myself and my fellow programmers said yes, that we would like to do this.
What's amazing about this screening is it is happening in nearly every state in this country. I believe the final count is somewhere around 200 venues participating in this screenings.
The forces of darkness and the treasonable maggots who collaborate with them must, can, and will be wiped from the face of the earth.
It's a challenge to look back at films that were made before now as being predictive, because we're going to go back with what we know now and sort of read into those films. But I feel like 1984 is very important for us to look at this Orwellian idea of a dystopic future that talks about surveillance, which has actually been an issue we've been dealing with since the 1980s and is not necessarily Trump specific, but things such as alternative facts and the importance of the arts, which I think is indicated by so many cinemas participating in this collective screening today, speaks volumes that there are a lot of people who want to have a voice and need to have an outlet, and that the warnings in 1984 should be heeded a little bit.
I think today in our society, the art house cinema really becomes a place for people to be able to engage in some form of socialization and dialogue.
Most of the films here that we've been showing in our special events do have a message, whether that's 1984 or the Stepford Wives that we're screening. When we did West Side Story, that also took on a different tone than it had pre-election. One of The American Dream and Race in America. So everything is kind of tinted with this tone now, and it's our job to respond to that.
We hope that tonight's screening will be the start of something, and that we can use this as a springboard and launching pad for future screenings of this nature, whether political, social, cultural, educational, or whatever the subject may be.